Okay, so I'm not streaming this. Instead, I'm recording this because I don't have enough time to stream in the middle of the week, but I'll just make it a quick, well, you know me, it's not going to be a quick video. It's going to be a pretty long one, but a video nevertheless. So you saw a small video right before I started talking of me separating the exterior shell from the interior shell of the building. And the reason for that was because after like during the stream, after I've closed down the stream, I noticed that there are quite a few intersections here and there and quite a few discrepancies that I can't really easily control and easily work with. So offsetting, I believe, was a mistake, or at least an early offset for this shape was a mistake. So instead, what I'm going to do is I will just take just the outer shell, just this thing right here, and I'll try to build it up, build the interior up from what I have here without trying to automate it. This will give me much more control. And this is going to be a video about that. From there on out, we will kind of pick it up during the live streams. So here I basically just have that, just an empty shell, nothing has thickness. And I'm going to start from, well, probably the ground, right? The floor slab. So let me just create a clipping plane. Let's work with a clipping plane when doing this. I'll just create a clipping plane like that. And I'll probably just, sorry, I'm immediately starting to think. And this is not a tutorial, right? This is my workflow, and I'll try to record as much of my thinking as possible, right? So how do we do this? Well, probably if I select the whole ground plane here, or the bottom of my floor slab, I do want to inset all of these polygons, enter to continue, and I want to inset them inwards by, let's say 0. Or wait, are we in, no, we are in millimeters. So let's say, let's do 300 millimeters. Like that, hit enter, and now we see that it's all a mess. What's happening here? Let's try again. Why does it not inset properly? Mode group, yeah. 300, yeah. Huh. Anyway, so we need to fix that part. And let me just quickly check with distance if this is correct. Come on, perpendicular snap. I know you can do it. Or I guess you can't. Okay, sure. And just draw a few helper lines here and there just to help us out in measuring the distance. Okay, so that is 300. That is going to be helpful for us. And I assume that is almost 300. So let's do it this way. Bam, this line right here. And bam, this line right here. Let radius 0 between this line and this line. This basically gives me, why does it give me that? Oh, that's because this line is a little bit crooked. Do we want it to be crooked though? No, we don't, huh? My God, my 3D modeling skills are amazing, huh? Okay, let's do it this way then. Let's just do this corner here. Offset, distance 300. Can't offset one open curve. That's nice. There we go. Okay, so that works. That works well. So now I can just grab this vertice and kind of just push vertices around until I get a pretty clean topology. So this is all good. This is not good. So let's kind of take it and push it in there. I do like this perimeter, this edge right here. I do like them, so I will not be doing anything more with them. Okay, so we have this portion done. Now I am going to take this floor slab that I have here, this whole part. Oh, come on. This whole part, I will take it and I will extract surface. And I'll just copy it upwards by 300 mil. Right? So basically, let me show it to you with a clipping plane. Basically, now what we have is these two planes, one in the bottom, one in the top, right? And the bottom one can, by the way, be joined back into the SubD, while the top one shouldn't, right? So essentially what I did was I made this floor slab, right? The top of the floor slab. Now we can continue working with it. Do this and move the, actually the clipping plane is a little bit too big for my taste, so I'll just scale it down a notch. Okay, so next step, do we connect it to the windows first? Probably do, don't we? Just bring it up a bit just to see better what's going on. Maybe that's too much. So we will need to connect it to here, but that's not going to be an issue. The windows are going to be a bigger issue. So I'm going to start with them. So this, and this, these edges right here, just get extruded. By the way, this little, in Gumball, on each arrow, you can see a small dot. If you click and drag on it, that's an extrusion, right? So it will enable you to extrude things. Very helpful. You don't need to write extrude anymore. So we have this going on for us. Sweet. And then basically I can just select these two, for instance, these two, and bridge them together, right? And this kind of starts creating a wall for me, but I will not be doing that just yet. I'll keep it unconnected. Now, this step right here, how do we deal with this? Maybe we need to extrude this whole perimeter. Yeah, let's do it that way. So I'm just going to select the whole perimeter by Control-Shift double-clicking on the edge, and I'll just extrude it up like that. Move, enter, vertical, enter, V, enter, and I'll just move it down so that it matches up. And I missed it. Move it down. Come on, why are you behaving this way? Move vertical from this point to this point. There we go. Third time's the charm. So now I have the whole perimeter and I can kind of work with it, which I do enjoy. So this bad boy right here, we need to do something about it. This edge definitely needs to go down, right? Yeah. I think this edge does need to go down. I'm trying to keep it as simple as possible, by the way. This edge does need to go down. And it will get joined up with the rest of the facade by bridging. Bridge. I could have done it for both of them at the same time. But this is what we get. And there is like intersections and whatnot. We will be solving those in just a second. But for now, the way this works is fine with me. I will solve that step a bit later. That's detailing work. That is done. Is it time to actually... I'm just thinking if it's time, if it's the time to actually solve this connection. Maybe it is. Let's do it. We can always come back in and delete it if it doesn't work. So I'm bridging it in pairs and not all at the same time, just because I want to be mindful of which parts I'm bridging and which parts are I'm not. So I'm always checking where the edges end. This seems to be okay. Okay, so we have this bottom part done. Now let's fix this part right here. So I'm going to probably let's make another extrusion for this. Well, this one will not require an extrusion. This one can just be bridged, these two edges. Let me zoom in there. But they do need to be moved, enter, vertical, enter, upwards, like that. And now I just can bridge that. And also bridge that. Perfect. Okay. We're getting somewhere. Now we have a pretty decent floor slab here. There's still, of course, some issues here and there that we need to fix, and I will be taking care of them. Actually, let's move this up and see what's waiting for us up at the top. So at the top, we will also need to deal within the ceiling. We will also need to deal with the same problem. So our approach, the same approach that we had for the floor, will need to be implemented for the ceiling. And also there is a gap here that will need to be filled. So maybe, do we start with the gap? No, I don't think so. I think we start by selecting the ceiling part. Bam, bam, bam. Ooh, what's that? What the hell is that? I'll need to look into this a little bit closer. What the hell are you? Oh, you're a naughty bend. Do I want a naughty bend here? I kind of do, don't I? It looks cool. I will keep it. So you will bend upwards like that. That's fine with me, actually. And you, so I will need these two for sure. Yep. I will need these. There we go. I will extract surface and I will just copy them down by minus 300. Right? So I have my ceiling surface, basically. Okay. What about it? What about it? Well, let's start with the simple stuff, right? Here it's just going to be, well, all of it is going to be an extrusion downwards. Yeah, all of it is going to be an extrusion downwards, I think. It's hard to see with this. Maybe ghosted view will help. It helps a little bit, actually. So we will be using ghosted view for a little while. I will just extrude that edge, that perimeter edge down, and I will move it up so that it meets the frame here, right? This frame right here. I will use this as my guiding frame for extrusion. And then, oh yeah, forgot to clean it up. There's more questions that I have. Do I want these to be blended? I kind of do, don't I? Well, we will figure it out later. For now, let's just keep it as simple as possible. Actually, could I do this? Bam. And just work with it upside down. like that. I know this is gonna be confusing to you. Trust me, it's confusing to me as well. We are now working upside down. And I'm just investigating how the hell does this courtyard window connect? How will it connect? I think that's gonna work though. Because all I need to do is just select this. Oh my god, the orientation. I just need to select these edges, not two edges, multiple edges. Like that, right? And kinda just push it out, right? Wait, now I'm getting confused. So this point right here actually will need to go down. This surface as well as this surface will not exist because I will need to figure out how does the ceiling flow from there on out. So I'll need to figure out that part. That's fine. We will manage it. But basically, this point is now fine. This point move vertical goes until here. Yeah, that's fine. And everything is kind of aligned. So now let's start bridging, just to make sure that everything is kind of connected. Come on, please, dude. Please work. There we go. That's fine. This is gonna be an awkward place, but I think we will manage. We will need to make a triangle there. Yeah, we will need to make a triangle there. SubD tools, 3-point SubD. There we go, a triangle. We join everything up. Okay. We have a working ceiling, at least on one portion of the building. Then this part right here, we also don't need these surfaces because this edge will be blended, or will be, sorry, not blended, will be bridged with this edge right here. Bridge. There we go. Bridge. There we go. Ooh, okay, slowly but surely, slowly but surely. We have something like this. The bottom of the building becomes the ceiling. Good. Now, on to the tricky part. That can be stitched, I think. But then, can it though? Can it? It can, I think. Let's do this. Let's bring this down to the window level, to the bottom of the window level. Let's try and bridge these two together, just to see what's gonna happen and what kind of topology we are going to have. So you and you get bridged. Okay, that's not too bad. That kind of works. Of course, this will need an additional extrusion. That's fine. We will fix it. For now, I'm kind of focusing on this area right here, and I want to fix it. By the way, let's go for display, color back faces, and let's make back faces kind of bluish so that it's not in the way. It's just gonna be easier for me to see what's inside, what's outside. So now, what if we take these two edges and we bridge those together? Okay. We are getting there. We are getting there. And now I think if I take the clipping plane and move it, well, flip it around rather than move it, and move it up, now I have a little bit of room to work. So this move vertical, this gets moved up and gets bridged in. This kind of a tutorial is just going to be me, not tutorial, sorry, video. It's just going to be me showing you, the process of cleaning and the process of how I think while I'm modeling. I think that's important to kind of get across. We have this, and then this is gonna be a tricky one. It's a pentagon, right? Well, sure, we can work with a pentagon. Well, actually a quad and a triangle. Usually you want everything to be quads, but in this case I can't have everything as quads, so I'm just choosing to have it as pentagons. Sorry, as quads and triangles. So we have this opening here. That's nice. I think it works, and it kind of solved itself, right? Solved its own connection problems, which is nice. Okay, let's move the clipping plane up a bit more and see what we can do here. Ooh, lordy. Okay. So there are a few doodads here that we need to fix. So let's start from this. This is going to be easy. Like these two need to be bridged, but see how this edge comes in here? We need to do 2 segments to have an edge as well. Very important to never have an edge that just connects to like an edge that doesn't end at the start of the next edge, right? So you never want this. Instead, what you want is something like this, right? Always connecting. Never, let me explain it super simply. Never like this, always like this, right? Endpoints meet, endpoints don't meet. Very important. Once we've done that, since I kind of did it manually, it still understands this as 2 SubD vertices, you can see in the top. So I'll stitch them together. Now it's fine. Okay. We are getting there. Slowly we are getting there. So technically, this and this gets bridged. Oops, in this case, we don't want 2 segments, we want 1 segment. Gets bridged. Then this and this gets bridged. Okay. And then this and this. Oops. Come on. Come on, give me the edge. There we go. This and this gets bridged. Bam. Now this is clean. This is clean and it has thickness. Nice. Okay. We have this whole area kind of cleaned up, and I am really happy about how it turned out. Let me move this up to just see. Oh yeah, we will need some more love, some more work here to make this actually work nicely. But at least like this area right here is now finished. So next, we have this area right here. So this is easy, bridge, right? Actually, it's not that easy because of that this edge right here. And we need an edge on the opposite side, right? Because we will have an edge loop there. So bridge, but with 2 segments. like that. And now bridge this. Oh, without the 2 segments, goddammit. Very important to keep track of. Come on. Very important to keep track of the edge flow in your shape. That's once you've mastered that, then you will be able to do anything with SubD. Really. SubD in itself is super simple, super easy. The concepts of it are super easy. The edge flow will destroy you if you don't learn it. Here we go. Okay, and then there we go. Bada bing, bada boom. And here, and also here, edge. See the edge, right? 2 segments. Bam. And I think no, it's fine. It works. It's blending in quite nicely. So we have half of the bottom floor already done. Now it's just this portion right here. Let's move on to actually, yeah, let's work on this. Sure, why not? Let's work on this portion right here. I kinda, if we extrude here, then we will have a triangle here. I don't really want a triangle there. I'm just thinking. Let's also, what's going on there? Oh, it goes along the perimeter. Let us oh, and I really don't like what's going on here. I will want to insert an edge loop here for sure. But first, let me take these 2 edges and let me move vertical and move them up so that they meet the opening, the window opening. And also take this one edge. I don't have the other one. I will need to create one. But for now, this one edge and move it down. Oh, move, enter, V, enter, move vertical. Move it down to here and have an opening, like have it aligned with the opening, like so. And now I think we are ready to kind of continue on with the bridging process. So we just casually bridge these 2. At this point, you probably already see that we need 2 segments. There we go. Then these get bridged with 1 segment. These 1 segment. Oh, come on. You, come on, please. So frustrating sometimes too, not being able to select the geometry that you want to select. So that's fine. Then this and this, we bridge those. And now we get to this area right here. And I really don't like what's going on here. I think this is an abomination. I think this is an abomination. So let's see how we can actually solve it. I think this moves to here like that. And then we take this edge loop right here. Oh shit, that's the bottom part is going to be tricky to work with as well. Okay, let's do it step by step. Insert edge. Right. Oh my god, this is gonna be so bad. Right here. Let me move that in a little bit closer. This edge loop as well. something like that. And now we need to figure this out, right? So I need to actually delete this and think about it. So this and this, like these points, come on, the gumball is in the way. These 2 points can be stitched together to the top one. I don't think I did it correctly. Yes, now I did it correctly. And these 2 get stitched together to the bottom one. Like that. Okay, so we have this going. And then it's going to be a long one, but we do need to bridge between this edge and this edge right here, between these 2 edges. Oh, it doesn't let me? That's strange. It used to let me. You and you get bridged. Oh, enter. First set of edges to bridge. Okay, that's the, no, that's the first set. Yes, enter when done, enter. Second set, this, enter. Oh, okay, it does it. Ooh, at least that. So we have that, and then this, and also this gets bridged as well. Ooh, okay, so we cleaned up this part, and now it's much nicer. Well, I say nicer. We will need to kind of rethink the whole verticality of it. I don't really like the verticality of it. Maybe we can already work on it. Later, because I will be messing around with it a bit more. But the problem now is, this area right here, edge not meeting properly. So we kind of need to insert edge, lock it down there, take these 2, insert them, lock them out there. Take this edge. See how everything kind of transfers to a loop when you're doing this? That's how it works. That is how it works. And you, sir, get plopped down there, and you get plopped down there. Oh. Okay, sure. So we continue on in the interior. It's a lot of edges to plop down. Okay, almost there. And here, wait, is this the correct way to do it? Sorry, I need to think a bit. No, it's not. It is not. We shouldn't climb into the interior with this. So I'm going to undo. Instead, we need to solve it along this area right here somehow. So first thing is that this needs to be moved inwards a bit. Like that. Not like that, like that. That's, let's say 1,500 meters. Millimeters. Something like that. Okay, so this is the first thing that we do. Second thing is this will get discarded. We will rebuild it later. Okay. And then this is where things get interesting. This vertice moves, well, actually this edge, we get rid of it. And instead we will need to add an edge loop right here, insert edge. Topology, so lovely. Always a pleasure. Work with topology. Always such a pleasure. We have that. And then, since this is working that way, is it possible to, well, first of all, delete these two faces and see what we can bridge? So this and this gets bridged together. And then this becomes a quad, right? Kind of a quad. Yeah, okay. So these two get bridged as well. So it makes it that, it makes that. How does that look? That's not the greatest, but it's gonna work. It's gonna work. And then here we need to insert an edge loop. Oh, this is getting a little bit complicated, isn't it? An edge loop that goes inwards. And actually, can we just say that the edge loop, wait, so it's like a pentagon here, so we can stitch these two together like that. We can take this and bridge them together like that. So we end up having something like this. And the main question is, what do we do this edge? Do we stitch it to here? Maybe we do. Yeah, I think that's fine. That's a fine bend. That's okay. So now we have a pretty decent edge loop going on here, which also translates to the interior, which is good. And we will need to extrude SubD. Oh, I forgot about the gumball thing. I can just do that. I can take these two vertices, stitch them together like that. Take both of these vertices, move them up. Not move, vertical. Move them up and just kind of connect them like so. Easy. And when I say easy, I mean super confusing. Yeah, but that's how we roll, right? That is how we roll. Okay, so now this bad boy gets extruded up. I'll just move it to the correct position until here. And I'll just stitch those. That's triangulate. That's not even close to stitching. Stitch those two vertices to their average position. Okay. We have this. Now there's a little bit of bridging going on. And we have a working wall. Okay. And here as well. Okay. Okay. So now we need an edge loop, an additional edge loop right here. Insert edge, and it needs to be right here. Right? Yeah. Yeah. So we have, okay, so we have the edge loop there. That means it needs to go along the floor, and then it's going to climb out, and it's going to kind of twist and turn. Oh, these are disconnected. Actually, all of this is kind of messy. Um, let me try and then kind of make it nice. How do I do that? Why does my perpendicular snapping not work? Middle snapping works, perpendicular just doesn't. Okay, we won't make it nice then. So it's gonna wrap around and kind of connect here, which we probably don't mind. Okay, let's do it. Let's do it. So we take these two edges and actually, flipping plane, you go down. I need to see what I'm doing. We take these two edges, we insert edge, and we kind of continue on here. Gonna make a triangle, isn't it? It is gonna make a triangle. Whatever. We will deal with the triangle, I guess. Or maybe we just kind of work with it here and then call it a day. Not stitch. Insert edge. So wherever I can, I try to not to make any triangles, but sometimes it's just impossible, right? Sometimes I just need to make one. It is what it is. Okay, so now we can continue back to bridging, which is always rewarding because we're finally cleaning up, right? We're not closing down the geometry, but rather we are cleaning up the geometry, which is great. I will just do it this way. Just extrude, just connect, like that. Easy. Well, I say easy, but it needs to be perpendicular snap, please, sir, please work. Perpendicular. There we go. Vertex here. I don't know what's up with that. Oh yeah, the clipping plane is what is up with that. This whole edge gets moved back in so that it's nice and perpendicular, so that it can be bridged with this edge right here. For some reason this is thicker than the bottom one. Do we care? We don't really care. That's fine. That is fine with us. So we have that, and then this gets extruded. I don't know what I did. This gets extruded up and gets maybe we just do it with one point here, or these 2 points get stitched to which part? Maybe this part. That again, extrude that up, move vertically to the correct position, Control Shift select, stitch. Okay. We're almost there. Almost there with the first floor. Only this part left to fix, and then we will have the whole first floor solved. Ew. Let's fix it. Let us fix it. So this. There's gonna be a triangle here. Or maybe not. Or maybe not. Wait, let's think. First, before we think, let's just extrude blindly and see if it's gonna work or not. So this part will require one more extrusion, but that's fine. I stitched these vertices together. I accidentally deleted them instead of stitching, so I stitched them again. So that works. And then this part actually needs to be raised up by a bit. I think that's gonna work. think that's actually gonna work. Okay, so you will be raised up like that. I know it looks weird, but you do what you must, you know? You do what you must. Oh my god, Stitch. Okay. We are golden. We are jamming. Bridge that. We are even goldener. More golden, I guess. The correct way of saying it. That. Yeah. Extrude, yeah. So we just extrude like that. Bam. And now clipping plane is in the way, so I have no idea if I'm extruding it to the correct height. Oh, I'm not. Not even close. That is not even close. So I'm going to bam, bam, bam. Ah, come on. Bam, bam, bam. That's actually pretty good. But I'll still need to fix it, so well, who cares? Move vertical from this point to this point. Immediately we stitch, because for sure we will forget to stitch that corner. That works. And now, last stitching. Bam, bam, bam. Come on. Stitch these two bad boys together. Okay. Do you get moved down? Yes, you are getting moved down. Like that. Sweet. Sweet, sweet, sweet. We have an opening for our staircase. Okay, let's take a gander. Let's take a gander. I'll just do it. Oops. I'll just rotate it into a section, and then we will kind of investigate how does the section look like right now. Okay, that is kind of sexy. Ooh. Okay, so this is, of course, the top floors. We still haven't done anything to it, but see how a thickness starts to appear here? So I'm taking a look at this envelope, the inner envelope and the exterior envelope of the first floor. So here, everything is super tidy. And we have that step that I'll need to take care of. Then the windows start to open up. Then we have a super clean transition here. And then it closes off. Super. We have ceiling thickness, we have floor thickness, we have railing thickness. And now I'm looking at that area right there. So, oops. Move that like that. So that is fine. That goes in and finishes off there in the corner. Okay. Whew. I deserve a cookie. Time for a cookie break. Okay, let's finish up here. So we have the first floor done. Let's do the second floor, and we will be ready for the next stream then. So first floor is fine, and it kind of bleeds out to the second floor right here. Let's take a gander as to from where do we start working. I think this is as good of a start as any. These two faces here. How do we do this? How do we do this? Let's think. Come on. Be a thinking boy. Get him in us. Be a thinking boy. Not a stupid boy, a thinking boy. we extract surface, we move it up or copy it up by 300 mil. We join back the original surface back into the SubD geometry, join it back in. We flip this over so that the floor is facing the correct way. And now we will move these points in, but I need to know where. So I'll draw a line. I will offset that line by 300 inwards like that. Bam. Okay, and draw another line on this side and kind of do the same thing. Inwards, offset, inwards by 300. Bam. Okay. Okay. So now we just take this edge and we kind of move it here. Yeah. And we take this edge, come on, this edge, and we move it here. Okay, so this will give us kind of a starting point. Now, we need to think further. How will everything connect here? So here we can have a pathway. That's nice. And here we have one edge loop going in. Do we create? And then it becomes a ceiling, huh? Ooh, that's, oh, God damn it, this is difficult. So ceiling, hiccup. So this, crap. So this gets extruded. That's the first thing. This gets extruded, right? And I'll just kind of place it here like so. I know that this is all messed up here. We will need to work on this, but for now, this is what we have. This is extruded, okay? And also, this edge right here will need an offset for sure. Actually, this whole polygon area will need an offset. Can we do it now? I think we can do it now. I will select this, this, and this, extract surface, offset SubD, inwards by 300, and solid is set to no. Oops, my bad. Inwards, solid no, delete and put no. Bam. We have a 300 mil offset, even though here it doesn't look like 300 mil, but I trust it. So actually, I probably shouldn't trust it, but I do. So we have like a starting point here for a floor. And the bottom of the floor is kind of here. Okay. So we kind of want this to be moved. Actually, can we? Yeah, like that. Perfect. So we kind of want this edge to be moved inwards, right? Or do we want it to be extruded inwards? That's the question. Maybe we want it to be extruded inwards. I don't know why, but maybe. Just maybe. Something like that. Something like that. And now, ooh, this is getting tricky. So these two edges need to be bridged together. Okay, so that forms something. And this is a little bit funky, but it will work. So this actually needs to be smaller. Wait. Yes, it needs to be. Well, we will fix the thickness of it, or how big the opening is later, but it will need to be smaller to fit the staircase in here properly. But for now, we will kind of keep it the way it is because we care about the topology, not about the proportion. Oh my God. Okay, so you, sir, need to be extruded even further, and I'll just place you a little something like this, probably. And let me just do a little bit of movement here, just to make sure that it's on the correct height. So here, and this point goes in here, and I just take this edge and move it up by 300. Bam, like that. So this is better. This is better, which means that now I can bridge this and this edge together. This is like a puzzle, right? This is exactly like a puzzle. Am I right or am I right? So we have these two now. That will need to be not a, do we extrude? Yes, we extrude. So they need to be extruded and moved to this location right here. Now they kind of work. And the question is, what's the distance between this point and this point? 750 mil. That's a lot. That's a very big distance. So I'm going to take this and move it to the point right here. I'll move it up by 300 because, you know, it got sank by 300. And now we move it back to here, but we move it back only by also only by 300 because that's the thickness of our wall, which makes it so that now we have the possibility to do this bridge properly. But it needs to have, I think, or maybe it doesn't need two segments because here it has two segments. Maybe it doesn't need two segments. We'll figure it out later. Okay. That was hard. That was actually that was actually a hard thing to do. Let's continue on kind of fixing things here. So there needs to be an edge that connects here, right? Yeah, I think so. What's the distance? From here to here, we have 600 mil. Definitely don't need 600 mil. So we move it back from here to here by 300, like that. Okay. I wanna show me how it looks like. There we go. Okay, that is how it looks like. So we will need to work on that part quite a bit. But that's fine. We can work on it. So that's 300. That needs to look the way it does. And that kind of needs to be stitched, I think. So this and this, we stitch those together like that. And now I have no idea where these things connect, so I need my crested clipping plane again. and we look at it from the plan. Oh lordy. Okay, so we have that. It kind of is reaching outwards. It's kind of growing like that. Ah, okay, okay, got it. So basically, I just need to cut it like so, just to see better. And actually, go away. There we go. So basically, we need to build a ceiling here. And that is not going to be a big issue because we just bridge with two segments like that. And we take the segment and we bring it, move back. There we go. So that gets bridged. All of that seems okay. The only problem is this vertex right here, but we fix it by just moving it into that position. Oh yeah, and then stitching. Keep forgetting the stitch part. Whippy! Okay, we're Gucci. Golden, golden, golden. Okay, so we have that working. What's next? Are you? Oh, okay. That is okay. These two. Ah, crap. So I don't need an edge here, huh? This edge is in the way, so I need to actually stitch it to one or the other side. I'll choose this one. Stitch and then bridge. Oh wait. No, never mind. Never mind. We need an edge there. Oh crap. Oh, that's getting hard to do. This is, by the way, the most complex part of this whole thing. Once we're done with this, it's gonna be much easier to work with. So here, I will just select these guys and I'll just extrude them up. Oops. Oh, wait, clipping plane. I'll just extrude them up until, move vertical, until they meet that point right there. I think. Yeah, I think that seems fine. That seems fine. And this point will need to meet, move vertical, meet this area right here. Okay. Okay, which in turn means that these two indeed need to be stitched together. And be extruded upwards. What the hell are you? Oh no. Oh no. This is bad. Can I just wait? Maybe it's not bad. Can I just take this edge and casually move it in here? Like that? I mean, what does that do? The ceiling goes in here. This point right here, that's also pushed back a bit. So let's take a gander at the topology that we're dealing with. I will have thickness here now, and then it just raises up, right? So all I need is basically this edge to get extruded up now, like that. Stitching. Ah, a mistake. So it doesn't like it. Why? There seems to be too many. No, that can't be it. Wireframe. What are you? One SubD edge, two SubD vertices added to selection. Okay. And then we investigate further. SubD tools. Select vertices, only vertices. Stitch. Defects are marked with dots and defected components are selected. Delete that. Oh, right. Delete. Let's see. What happened? One triangle was deleted. Actually, we don't need a triangle there now, do we? Because these two can be stitched together. Ooh, this is getting cleaner. Nice. Wireframe, we take a closer gander. Stitch. Okay, that works. And you? Stitch. Oh yeah, that's what I want to see. Okay, nice. No, noise, and this, then extrude, SubD, or need to get muscle memory going with this. Very important to, when working with Rhino, to kind of get your muscle memory going and record all of the tools in your muscle memory. Just because it's like later down the line, you will definitely have issues with it if you don't. I mean, you will be slow. That's the main problem. You will be slow if you don't kind of work through muscle memory. That's why I never bother with icon pressing, except for certain cases where there are icons that I don't often use. But most of the time, I just kind of do the muscle memory thing, where I just keep. Let's say if I want to press an icon, then I will purposely stop myself and try to remember either a command or a hotkey that will do the thing for me. Bridge. One segment. Okay. Please. Jesus Christ. Great. There we go. One segment. And this is not one segment. But we will just insert an edge here and then call it fine. Cheating, I know, but we will solve the problem of this additional segment later. For now, I don't want to deal with it. So here we have kind of a fine connection, and by fine, I mean completely horrid. But it is what it is, It is what it is. Let's see. Maybe rotating the clipping plane will help. Yes, it does. How do we deal with the ceiling? Of course, we will need to deal with the ceiling. Did you think it's gonna be this easy? No, it's not. Of course not. But I think for the ceiling, well, this part is gonna be kinda easy. Let's start with this part though. Yeah. Extract surface. Copy it down by Alt. Copy it down by -300. Now I have two clipping planes apparently. rotate that. Um, let me real quickly join this up. Hide this. Oh, phone, come on. Hide this and work with this. So just like we did before, I will be moving these in by 300 mil. Okay, where were we? I had to take a break. Why is this showing? Wait. Why are you separated from the rest? Oh, because you are. Okay, let me join these guys up. And I forgot to bridge these gaps here. It's not a clean connection now, is it? Can we make it clean? I kind of want to, oh my God. I kind of want to make it clean. So I'll duplicate edge here, join it up. Okay, offset inwards by 300. Great. Now we have like guiding points to which I can snap my geometry to. So offset SubD seems to be a little bit funky. I understand I semi understand why it's not giving me uniform thicknesses, but at the same time it's kind of weird, ain't gonna lie. Bridge, there we go. Now we have a tube going on here. We'll fix the tube here later. Ceiling. We're working with the ceiling. Right. So we do the same procedure, huh? Duplicate these two edges, offset these two edges inwards. Why the hell are you? Wait, what? Never mind. That and that gets offsetted inwards. Delete. And we just move our edges to their new positions. So I'm basically just offsetting the edges of the shape, right? Nothing more. Show. So that's how it looks like right now. Actually, can we do a little bit of a flipperoonie and just look at the ceiling for a bit? Flip this upside down. So that's our ceiling as it is right now, which means that I can kind of take a closer look here, which feels like it's doing its thing, right? It at least looks like the interior is kind of coming together. I can right now bridge these two surfaces together. And you know how I love bridging. And this also can be bridged together. Oh yeah. Okay. We have this going. We have this going well. Ooh. What's next? Next is taking in the surfaces that we have right here. That is going to be fine. That is also probably going to be fine. Taking these surfaces, extract, or not faces, extract surface, move it or copy it down by minus 300. Come on, you can do it. Flip it around like that. And then joining it back up. So now I have like another ceiling surface that I can work with. So first things first, just like we did before, for this guy right here, I will also isolate. I will also offset these curves here. Right? So this one and as well as this one will get offsetted inwards. My God, man. Inwards by 300. 300. I assume there is a faster way of doing it. If there is, please let me know in the comments. I know that it sounds clickbaity, but I don't know if there's, if there is a faster way. So if there is, just, drop a comment, and I will make sure to use that faster method, because this doesn't seem like it's the best way, but it's the only way I know. So I'm sticking to it. Tell CRV, delete, show. Now we have our ceiling at least offsetted properly from the edges. And I can kind of, for instance, this, right? I can bridge. Bam, it's bridged. And I can also, oh my God, I can also fix that connection there. But for that, I need to turn on wireframe, because this is getting a little bit tedious. So this point right here, and also this point right here, need to get stitched. And they will get stitched into here. Like that. Perfect. There are 2 points here that get stitched. And there's also bam and bam, these 2 points here that get stitched. Perfect. Okay, that view intersects like a, shouldn't swear, intersects like crazy, but we don't care. These 2 points get stitched. Bam. These two, oops, this, come on, go away. This and this get stitched, and this get stitched. Okay, this is a little bit better. Well, you probably wouldn't call this better, but trust me, trust me, it is. I can even do a little bit of creasing to make it nicer, I guess. Not necessarily nice, but nicer. And let's take a gander at what's going on here. So I have my ceiling here, and I assume it needs to connect to this vertex here. So we stitch to here. Shaded, tab, much better. It's still messed up there though, but that's fine. We will fix it in just a second. You and you, sir. By the way I only select the points when I'm stitching is I am grabbing from left to right, not from right to left. From right to left, I would also be grabbing the edges. If I'm grabbing from left to right, I'm only grabbing the points. Very important. Very, very important to know. Okay, next. What the hell is this? 1, 2, 3 edges here. 1 edge here. This is gonna be horrible to work with. But that's a problem for later me. Bridge. Yeah, that's good. That's good. And we can also casually bridge here. It's very good. Wire crease, remove crease. No changes made. If you see a bold line and it's, that means it's creased, which in turn means that there's, and you can't uncrease it, it means that on one of the ends of that line you have 2 vertices rather than 1. And in my case, it's right there. I stitch it, enter, now it's fine. Now it's all soft. Okay, so close. Now this shitter right here. Okay. So I assume we just do this, right? Bridge, SubD tools, triangle, or not triangle, but how is it called? Single SubD face, and we just kind of draw triangles until all holes are filled. It's not a pretty solution, but it is a solution. Join. tab. I mean, it doesn't look that bad. It's a little bit creasy here, but I think that's fine. So we have a little bit of an interior going on here, boys. Oh, I'm happy. Um, there's not a lot of space for the stairs, though. That's not a lot of space at all. Yikes. Um, problem for later me. Problem for later me. Okay. So now we are at this stage. Let's grab that clipping plane and let's see what we need to do here to make this part work. And this is the last part. And I am ecstatic. Really happy. Okay, so let's look at it in a boxy way. So basically, the idea is if we needed to do that. A little bit of a boo-boo, but maybe that's gonna work. So if we have this surface here, right? And I really don't like that triangle though. On the left-hand side, you can see it's selected. I don't like it. Get rid of it. I know. Let's extract surface, offset SubD, inwards 300 mil. That should be pretty close to what we want. So we have this going on. Then we isolate, grab these two vertices here, grab these two vertices here, stitch them to this point. Now we're golden. Now we're Gucci. And if I hit tab, that's fine. So now we see it going. And now I need 1, 2, 3 polygons here and only 2 here. So this guy right here will indeed have probably 2 polygons, right? So I bridge with 2 segments like that. And these 2 segments that I just made, right, will need to be lifted up by 300 mil. Because it's the floor, right? Flip. We're adding thickness. Whippy! Okay, we're good. We're good. Saved. So now I am just going to bridge that. We don't need that separation though. Bridge. Can I just do? I think I can just do double click here, double click here, and just bridge with 1 segment. Yeah. Okay. Final boss, so to say. Final boss is this bad boy right here. How do we do it? My thoughts are what are my thoughts? My thoughts are that I have no idea. Well, this and this can be bridged. That's fine. Bridge. That is fine. This and this can be bridged. That is also fine. And now we have an issue right here. Shit. So maybe these two can get stitched into one like that. And then this and this get bridged. Yeah. Okay. Now we're golden. Now we're golden. So we have something like this going on, and finally, I will do this though for this particular window. I will bridge these two. I will select this face, and I will inset that face inwards by 300. Doesn't matter. And I will just move vertical, place these points. Well, let me delete this. I will just place these points for the inner frame to their correct heights. Like that. That seems like it's a little bit of a gap, so I'll mess around with the bottom portion instead. Come on. Move vertical. You go here. And then last but not least, move vertical, you. And now we can just bridge these two loops together. Okay. What the are you? Are you not joined? Oh, oops, I forgot to join this back in. Oh, it's fine. It's fine. It works. So, what the crap are we gonna do with you? I assume we just kind of select it. We extract surface. We offset SubD inwards by 300. We look at it and see that it actually needs more. Oh crap. So it's gonna need some triangles here to work, or not. Maybe not. Maybe we can work around this. Can I take this inner one, and actually let me flip it around so that we can see better, and not even flip it around. I will make it into a red geometry so that it's clear what's going on. So we have this. First, I will flatten it out. Then I will move that edge back into the interior by 300 millimeters so that it's kind of positioned properly. Then the top of this edge, I will move down, move vertical from this point to here so that it's kind of aligned with the proper height. Move vertical from here to here. It's aligned now. And then for the bottom, I will do kind of the same. You, sir, move vertical from here to this point. And you, sir, move vertical from here to this point. Okay. Okay, so now we have this going. And I think all we need to do is to stitch everything together. Like all four corners together. Oh, and at this point, I do want to change the layer. So this gets stitched, and this is gonna be the tricky one. So I'm not sure how this is gonna work. Out. Maybe this does need some bridging though. Yeah. We will do a little bit of bridging here, meaning that while I am going to stitch, come on, work, come on, please. While I am going to stitch it to this point right here, that edge right here that's too big of a gap. I need an additional edge loop. And the problem is that I have a window here, meaning that an edge loop is not gonna suffice. So I'm going to instead delete this and delete this. bridge between here and here. Put a bridge between here and here. Okay, first set of edges, U, enter. Second set, U, enter. Okay, that's, I don't know why it's sometimes bugging out like that. Again, huh? Okay, first set, enter, second set, enter. Okay, so we have that, and then I bridge between these two. Okay. And basically at this point, I just need to create two triangles. Oh my God, I'm just adding everything into one big shit show of a point. Whatever. If it poses any issues later down the line, we will solve it. Right now, we will keep the valence 5 and valence 1, 2, 3, 4. So 5, wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Valence 6 points. Okay, join. That is good. That seems good. There is some sort of a hiccup here in the bottom that is not happy. Let's see. The wireframe shows me this line as bold, meaning that there are two edges, meaning that I need to stitch these points together, as well as you also get stitched together. Wait. This also. Wait, are you? No, it's fine. So that gets stitched, and that gets stitched. Now it should be fine. Tab. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. And for this, as our final thing, we will duplicate edge, join, offset by 300. Now we have the proper thicknesses. We grab those sweet control points, and we just move them into correct positions. Oh yeah, I'm happy. I mean, I wasn't sure if it's how long it's gonna take to actually clean up. Come on. To actually clean up the model, and it took only like 2 hours or so, so it's not that bad, right? Bridge. I think open SubD. Okay, it's still open. Why is it open? Why are you open? SubD. Why are you open? What did I miss? Duplicate border. Right there. That's a missed thing, and I believe it is just my fault of not stitching something. Stitch. Okay. Closed SubD, we are golden. Whee! Sweet. We are golden. Visually, not much has changed. I have reduced the complexity on the interior. That's fine. We will bring back the complexity quite easily. But now everything has thickness. See that? Wonderful. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Nice. Okay, that is it for this video. Next up, we will be looking at adding detail to this form, creating interior floor slabs, adding detail to the windows, creating the staircase, and so on. That's going to be super fun. Probably this Saturday or Sunday in a live stream. So if you have time, join in. Take a gander. Okay, I'll see you then. Later.